Wow, so I clicked on express delivery, but I didn't expect it to get here this quick. It was but the day before that I messaged Sam and asked what his plans were for the next day, as I wanted to bring my car back home and needed the use of his trailer to do so. And by my lucky stars, he was heading past my house that day, and he offered to bring my car down on his trailer. What a man.
The car is back home.
Yeah, no shit, just get to the goods, just get to the, what are we doing, what's happening today? Well, today we're doing a bit of fabrication. We're tying in the bull bar to the rest of the bar work, reconnecting the old scrub bars that I used to have and making it really strong. And here I am showing you how I'm gonna mount it.
And so I got a bit of smaller diameter galvanized, and you can see here that
I really need to start scripting these videos, I think, because I watched the video and I can't formulate a full sentence without stuttering. But
I had to put a slit in it because I wasn't able to get a size that was perfectly I wasn't able to get a size that would perfectly fit inside this 40 NB tube. But yeah, that's pretty groovy. But the next thing we need to worry about is mounting it to the bull bar. So what I think I'm going to do is use these 40 NB 90 degree tubes. Obviously 90 degrees is a little bit too much, so I'm going to be trying to figure out the angle that I need to chop off here in order to get it to follow the curve of the panels there. But
I don't know where I was going with that sentence, but this is essentially what we're going for. And you can see that 90 degrees is a little bit too much, so somewhere around the 45 to 60 degree mark is probably what we're looking for. And what I'm doing here is approximately marking out the angle in which this would need to be cut. Because it's a 90 degree angle, I'm gonna have to, well, cut it. And upon marking this piece of tube, I discovered that...
So it's just like a little bit more than 45 degrees. I'm actually thinking about making it 45 degrees, so right now it's whatever that would be. So maybe, I don't know, 60 degrees, but if I make it 45, then I can actually chop this in half completely and then do both sides with just one. The only thing that it'll change is where the bend starts in the bar. It's just gonna have to mount somewhere about there, and then I can extend this tube out and then notch this bad boy.
Anyway, some of you might be wondering why I brought my car back down to my place instead of leaving it up at Sam's with access to his bountiful shed. And that's because at this stage in the rebuild, it's sort of slowed down. The work I can do each day is diminishing. Small jobs such as installing new hubs or replacing bolts isn't really worth a long drive up there and back. And sometimes it's nice when it's late at night. Stop! My ears, they're bleeding. Oh, sorry, I didn't turn that down in post. But anyway, like I was saying, I'm sure a lot of you can relate. It's nice to just head out to the garage late at night and tinker at the car. It's almost therapeutic. But with that loud angle grinding done, I've got this piece cut in two, and it's looking like it's gonna work mighty fine. Well, I guess it'll sit somewhere about there. I marked out where I needed to cut on the bull bar and decided to remove it because it would make it easier. Luckily, this bar is pretty light so far and it's easy to remove. Unfortunately, that won't be the case when this video is done. But alas, that's fine. These cars aren't built to be easily worked on, right? And who of you have noticed that little monkey on my fridge? How cute is he? You know, every family's got a bunch of magnets on their fridge, but I don't know if anyone else has a monkey just like that.
With how the SAS was done, I lost the bull bar mount on the bottom. So I've got 2 bolts on each side, and that means that it's very not stable even when there's a torqued rider. Once that's tied in with that, I think it should be rock solid.
Yes, we want it rock solid, and with the bull bar mounted, I could start mocking up where this is gonna sit. Ooh, it doesn't quite reach the scrub bar. Let me just grab this bit of extra tube here, and sure, we'll use that. And you guys will be proud of me. If you're proud of me, hit that like button, because I'm actually taking the paint off this bar rather than just welding through it. Maybe I'll actually get a good weld this time. But probably not. And on second thought, you know what? Just like the video anyway. Even if you're not proud of me, like the video. That would really help too. We also just recently broke 5,000 subscribers, which is epic. That's epic. I can't believe I just said epic. It's cool. It's awesome. I really appreciate it. And you guys are awesome. And you would have seen that I've actually just made a bit of a gap there, and it's because I made a measurement wrong. Okay, I cut it incorrectly. But it's nothing that a small gap won't remedy. That will evidently become filled up with weld and become a weak point.
It is the next day and I've done a little bit of extra work. I've sort of added up a mount for the brush bars here, so let me show you. Both sides, I pretty much, we had this angle here, which we did yesterday, and then after I did that, I took another one of these 90-degree bends, cut it at the same sort of angle, and kicked it up towards the brush bars, which as you can see here is a pretty close line up.
Yeah, I mean, that's correct, but I'm pretty disappointed that we don't get to see any footage of that. I'm sure that there was plenty of things that went wrong that would have been amusing to watch and funny to bully me at. Oh, wait. Yeah, so I have something to admit. I was doing a test fit of this piece with the smaller galvanized tube, and I pushed it in a little bit too far, and I can't get it out. Time to break out the welder and hopefully hurt myself with hot sparks and breathe in toxic fumes from welding galvanized steel. I welded another piece of tube to this tube in hopes to pull it out of the tube, and so I pulled. Of course, removed the clamp because the weight of it was holding me down. But unfortunately, that wasn't quite enough. I decided to grab the welder and weld a random piece of bar that I found onto this tube to give me a little bit more leverage. And now with that bar removed, I can put it back in there and weld it in place. Of course, though, I had a plan. My plan was to drill a hole in the bull bar and shove the galvanized tube back in there and fill it with weld. That way it fuses together and gives a nice strong mounting point. Alright, and it all comes down to this. This would actually be the hardest part in the whole journey. I felt like I was wrangling a serpent, the mightiest serpent of them all. But to the serpent's surprise, I pulled out a rubber mallet. And with my secret weapon, I was victorious. And I was able to get both brush bars mounted pretty easily and with little effort. No bolts were in either. These were pressure fit, and there's a lot of pressure in there. But I didn't want these coming out on corrugations or anything like that, so I got the drill and I had to make sure that I was drilling straight because I failed woodworking class. I then grabbed the big old flopper and chucked her through the hole, just big enough to fit my nut and bolt through. Perfect fit. When I painted these parts of the bar, I used the wrong paint and I needed to remove it. And that was pretty hard. It was pretty hard to do. And after a quick lick of paint, it was ready to showcase. I wanted to show the world my creation, my monstrosity of weld and fabrication. It was raining at the time, but I didn't let that bring my mood down. I wanted to bring my car out and show it to the frogs, especially the one that sits outside my window at night and croaks. I'm sure he would love to look at my car, and then have a closer look at my wheel, and then feel the weight of my car on top of him, and then see my car from above. Now that is a view or a sight that I would pay to see. What I don't have to pay to see though is my car. I mean, look at it. You can see it too for free. Just if that's not worthy of a subscribe, then well, everything else is, because it's pretty mediocre. And I don't have an outro for this video, so I guess I'm just gonna have to